Green Room, we are back. Part number 2 of the Great Debate Recap. Y'all come back in, come back on. Come on back in. Brother Bird, I thought I was going to see you yesterday here in North Carolina. Where's that? Statesville. Come on back in, saints of the Most High God.
Yo,
Come on.
I wish people stop saying I got an attitude. Like, that's so annoying.
Well, no, don't say these people. One person address that. The people in the comments saying they have no bad attitude. We
No,
always
I
have.
don't.
We always have.
Yeah, I don't care like that. Like, at the end of the day, he lost.
Come on back in. Let's go.
Well, I ain't gonna say he lost. This is just too much for me.
Now, why does my front-facing
Hi.
camera mirror?
I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I was in Orlando for 24 hours. I didn't get no sleep. Y'all want to sit up here and debate again?
Bro, every Monday night we do a recap of whatever happened. This is not new.
I know. I'm tired though. That was too much emotion for me. That was way too much. That was a lot.
Come on, let's see. I don't know where Tim and Prophet Davis is. While we're waiting on them, I'm going to pull the video back up so we can hear what the judge.
No, we're not. If somebody want to get baptized, we are only baptizing people who want to be baptized. That is it. We not doing no more debates trying to get nobody baptized. We not doing that no more. That is done and that is over with. So don't even ask.
All right, so.
Let me tell you why. The first judge said that we need a recount. Because let me tell you why. The first judge that I lost because I broke the rule. But that's not talked about. It was about context. He never discussed context like Ron did. I think the two was to see the Western quadrilateral.
It's breaking up.
Scripture, tradition, reason, experience.
Huh?
So
It was breaking up.
And teach this in apologetic. Well, never got to what was going to be
That ain't gonna work,
proficient.
Sinegal. Bishop, that ain't gonna work.
Well, I don't know why. We always play the video over and y'all can.
No, maybe you need to kind of like bring it back. Or, I don't know, like
Yes.
just play the
Again,
play the audio. Just kind of bring it back.
So again, he said, let me again just recap what because when you all hear him use these terms, you all are thinking he just judged on whether or not prophets stay within the framework of the timeline. Not all he said. He said two.
You breaking up.
Am I? But I'm hearing an echo from y'all. So do one of y'all have me like on a different device? If all of y'all mute.
Real quick.
Can y'all hear me okay before I play the video? Those of you all that are.
Oh, so Jeremiah, you got to mute when he played that video.
Okay, so let me start it over again.
A recount. Because let me tell you why. Because the first judge said that I lost because I broke the rules. But that's not what we talked about. It was about context. He never discussed context like Rohan did. A few moments ago. I think the two criteria that I look for this debate was to see how much of the Western quadrilateral I saw in the exegete of the text.
Exegete.
Tradition, reason, experience. Then I also looked at, and I used to train students now and teach this in seminary, how to do debates, apologetic debates. Well, and he never got into whether it was going to be proficient, truth, context, history, right, wrong, and that was.
Come on, Davis.
A few moments ago. So by the two criteria, the Western Quadrilateral and the rules of debate, the brother Davis there, he was willing to just trash the rules of the debate.
So again,
yet, as you
he
said
two things. He did not just say him breaking the rules of the debate. He said when he looked at the Western Quadrilateral, which examines the exegesis of the text, aka context, he said in both points.
But he never gave us what he judged. He came to
He
his.
doesn't have to.
That's what we.
Tim, that's
agree.
not.
But
that's not how a debate works.
Right.
That's
But
not
you
how
know
a
what, Bree?
debate works.
The thing is, the confusion is the way a debate works versus how we discussed it was going to go. That's where the confusion is coming
Okay,
in.
you're right. You got me there because I wasn't on the phone. I don't know.
But hold on, Tim agreed a second ago that there were all of these specifics that you added and saying there was no conversation about that. Now I can't say that
there
wasn't your
was, Bishop.
expectation.
No, there was. Tim, am
No,
I lying?
what I'm saying is that wasn't the only. But context of the judges were supposed to fact check the context from both angles.
Okay, but both judges said they did. Now we're gonna question the integrity of the judges to say whether or not they really did it or not.
Hey, Rohan, I want to hear what Rohan said.
Right.
Dr. Rohan, because that man's smart. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, let's see if we can get Rohan to come on.
He
No.
watching.
Why we don't want him to come on, Bishop?
Let's go back because we're doing a recap, not a fresh discussion. Let's go back.
All right. So are you going to play exactly what he said from start to finish, or just the edited clip?
On this subject matter, have referred to
No.
this baptism presented here is.
No, I'm not going to play a 30-minute thing of his whole thing. No, I'm not. We can't do that.
So that's going to be a problem because he said a whole lot, and this little part is edited.
Possibly that for the first century Jewish audience, as well as to Peter, that the idea of baptism might incorporate both the spiritual reality, and that's why I believe Prophet Jeremiah Davis was arguing, and the physical symbol in which Bishop Sinegal was arguing. And that Peter some way connects both closely in his thinking is clear from other passages. However, for the sake of the argumentation that was presented, for the sake of having to provide argue a succinct response concerning the actual subject and its implications for today, I would have to say that in terms of the debate and the arguments provided, that Bishop Sinegal provided in terms of the debate,
So I mean, come on,
Bishop. No. Let's not do that.
Let's not do what?
The reason, this is another thing that my client was saying. The argument, like I said in the beginning, the debate was incomplete. He needed more time. He had one
problem. That's his problem. He was given the time.
But that's not what we agreed.
Okay, now hold on, Jeremiah. Now, if he's saying you was given a time frame,
no, we were not given a time frame.
Do I need to pull the text back up?
Bishop, you said that rubric is based upon structure. You never said we're going to do this from 7 to 9. You never said that.
That's different.
That's not when he says time frame. That's not the way it works. If we add up the allotted amount of time, you get 12 minutes. I got 8 minutes.
Was structure.
12 plus 8 equals 20. So then we know we have a 20-minute window.
No,
come on, brethren.
You said we were doing that for structure.
Okay, let's go.
You never
go back
said.
To the text. Let's not. Nope. We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna read the text exactly verbatim.
He's agreeing. He's agreeing that
he's denying that there was a specific time given, and we're not gonna do that.
Show me where I said I agree to a specific time. You said
no problem.
That is for structure.
No problem. You asked me to show you. Let me show you.
All right, let's read it.
So
okay.
Again, this is Thursday, August 15th, 5:42 p.m.
By the way, Tim, you're horrible counsel. If this was a real trial, he's going to prison.
Topic.
Not at all.
Not at all. I want to see where the debate start at 7 and end at 10. I want to see that.
It don't say that.
Constructive. 12 minutes.
Cool.
Cross-examination,
Cool.
6 minutes.
Cool.
Opposing, 12
Cool.
minutes. Cross-examination,
Cool.
6 minutes. Opposing, 8 minutes. Affirmative, 4 minutes. Affirmative, 8 minutes. Opposing, 4 minutes. It
Okay.
tells exactly what each allotted time is for. So if we add up 12 plus 6 plus 12 plus 6 plus 8, somebody get out a calculator and add up, please, as I call these numbers out.
So Bishop, what you're saying is last 4 minutes, that was the conclusion of the debate?
Well, that's kind of the way the
how a debate
timeline
works.
works.
I'm
What?
confused.
That's not what we agreed on.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Stop.
Bishop,
Wait a minute. Tim,
Okay, well,
hold up.
hold on.
Tim,
Give me
Tim,
one more time, Bree.
hold on. No, because if you say so, you're gonna be held into contempt. You too, Tim. Wait a minute. Let's just sit here.
Well, they already told you they don't respect judges anyway, Bree, so their judgment ain't gonna matter. But go ahead.
Wait a minute. Let's just sit here. Jeremiah, I'm not gonna say he because I don't want you to think I'm disrespecting you. Jeremiah keeps saying that's not what we agreed to. That is what we need to break down. That statement, that is not what we
I want to speak
agreed to.
I want to.
You wasn't even there. You left your client
Listen,
there to go to prison to shrivel up.
Here's what he's agreed.
He didn't even show up on your behalf, Jeremiah. So you
He
need to
doesn't.
fire him.
Listen, Bishop, you keep pointing that out. He agrees with that. But who is saying that once that comes to an end, that's the conclusion? That could have kept going.
Listen to your question, Tim. Listen to your question. Who just said once that comes to an end, that's the conclusion? Well, the word end and conclusion are kind of synonyms.
All right, I got a question.
They kind of mean the same thing. But hold on. The other piece is an email was sent to Prophet Davis and both of the judges. And in that email is this exact same timeline.
I think
that email,
you keep talking about it.
In that email, hold on. Not only that, in that email, no, wait, let me finish. In that email, I say at the end of the debate, each judge will be given space to identify the winner and to share their reasons for selecting the winner. At no time did Prophet Davis, in our conversation with the three of us, in that email, in any text message, come back and say, I need more time, because he had time to do it. I specifically asked him, and I even said, we can come up with our own structure. He said, nope, no need.
Structure. We can come up with our own structure.
I got a question for Prophet Davis. What, as far as the time structure that Bishop Sinegal said,
hey, Prophet, the chat is saying fire your counsel because he ain't doing a good job.
Did you believe that those two time frames in that text, that was going to be the absolute end of the debate?
Absolutely not.
No question, Ron.
And then it was never stated.
Are we serious right now, y'all?
It was never.
I can't do it because it is collective gaslighting.
I got a question.
I've
got a question. I've got a question.
Wait a minute, Bishop. Hold on.
I've got a question real quick. Let me ask a question. For the sake of integrity, how about we just do a re-debate?
No.
Let me tell you why I'm not going to. Let me tell you why I'm not.
You don't want that.
I'm going to tell you
that
why.
Smoke for real.
I'm going to tell you why.
You definitely don't want that smoke.
Because number one, I feel, and this is my personal opinion, that you disrespected a 73-year-old scholar at the end of the debate when you, in essence, told him that he, who is an academician, who has judged debates in the university, seminary, and public setting, that he did not judge properly. Number two, I feel as though you disrespected me in using words like, if we're going to be people of integrity, saying that I manipulated and change the rules. I just put all the text message up for everybody to see. Number 3, both judges, not just mine, your judge, who seems to be a brilliant man. It's my first time ever hearing him. He determined that based on what was presented, because that's all they can judge is what we presented. Based on what was presented, these were his words. We just heard it ourselves. So no matter what Tim shakes his head, y'all can't gaslight us. We all can hear. Y'all can't gaslight us. Based on what was presented, he said that he had to rule that I won the debate also. And then even after all of that, you still did not yield. So for me, I have no trust that whatever we're going to say is going to be the conclusion of this debate based on your past history. You didn't
Bishop,
show up for it.
But hey, hold on, Bishop, on
Hello.
behalf of my client, I don't care if that judge was 93 years old. Debates,
Well,
you don't. Oh, no, hold on. Here's the point I'm about to make. He started off by judging his character in the debate. And that's not how you judge a debate.
Tim, how many debates have you judged? What? Not. I ain't talking about our phone calls late at night. Come on, Tim. How many debates have you judged, Tim? Cut it
Legendary.
out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out.
My character.
So
okay,
no, I'm not. I'm gonna be doing
but
that.
here was a couple of points. Here was a couple of points that I want to make. If we're going to talk about disrespect, you deviated from the subject to disrespect my entire ministry.
How so?
You deviated.
Prophet.
Say it again.
How so? What did I say that disrespected your entire ministry?
You started trying to rebuke us.
What did I say?
You started to talk about our revelation. You started to
What
talk
did
about.
I say, Prophet?
I'm not going to go into all what you said because everyone heard what you said. My point is, I was shady and you were shady. Let's be honest. We were both throwing shade at each other. I thought we were having fun. You're taking it as disrespect. That's another place we're disconnected.
Shade is necessary.
And we were having fun. That's what I thought.
Shade is necessary.
So at what point did it become disrespectful?
Sure. So let's, because again, we like to conflate stuff, and one of the tactics to cause confusion is to take a little piece of this, a little piece of that, put it all together, and make it like it was one pie. And Tim is a master at it, by the way. Saints of the Most High God, he's a master at it. At the end, notice when I said at the end, you disrespected the timeline of the debate the whole time. Throw that time out, even though you agreed with it. You did that the whole time.
He was wrong.
Right? The whole
That's very
time.
true.
I'm not talking about anything that was said in the debate, right? I'm not saying. I said at the end of the debate. That's what I said. At the end, when the judge. So you and I have our banter, whatever. Fine.
No, but my disagreement is not disrespect. I can disagree with a judgment.
Well, yeah, what's wrong with that? What
Show me how I disrespected him.
Skip him.
Y'all are
we were supposed to do, Bishop. We were supposed to clarify the Bible.
Let me answer that though. Let me answer that though. See, I don't play like that with my elders. Number two,
so this is a different thing. So this has nothing to do with the debate. This has everything to do with your morals and standards.
Hold on. Let me finish. The other thing is when people volunteer, scholars volunteer their time based on relationship, right? Based on relationship, and then we're going to tell them, hey, whatever you thought, skip that. How many scholars do you think, Tim, and I'm talking to you now, Tim, as a part of the Green Room crew, how many people do we think we're going to be able to get to volunteer their time if when they do, one of our cast says skip them?
Hey, that's all part of it.
No,
if he didn't think he was right,
not for them.
Wait, tell him don't come back.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell y'all with that attitude don't come back because we're gonna respect people.
We'll tell cuz if he came in and said this is what I feel according to the debate, he came in judging his character.
But what? Okay, you keep referencing that. What did he say about his character?
You the editor. We all seen it.
What
Okay, we
what did
all
he
heard
say?
it.
He said
So,
about
Bishop, with
he
that, I got a
said
question. Why was it okay for him to judge my character, but I couldn't judge his judgment? Why is
Ooh,
well
that okay?
well it's kind of like if you go into a court of law, the judge has the authority. So the
So
judge is
I'm
going to
glad you said
issue a
that. The judge
judgment.
has the authority. Let's go back to the rubrics that you created. He had a certain guideline that he was supposed to follow based upon what you said. My character was not a part of those guidelines, which disannuls his judgment.
oh man.
Now now him saying the word character disannuls his judgment. Wow.
Okay,
No,
All
no,
right.
no, that's
Well,
true.
listen.
Because your
so
point was I
ho-
didn't follow the rules and the procedures. And
okay,
because I
so
didn't follow the rules and procedures, I was disqualified. A
Come
wait a
on.
minute.
part of his ruling was my character, which was not a
Woo!
part of the rules and procedures. So if my character was a part of the rules and procedures, then his judgment has fallacy.
Okay, so
All
let me
right.
say something, right? If that disagreeing is disagreeing isn't wrong. I don't
Amen.
think well I disagreeing isn't wrong. So I don't think that was well that's not how I feel. I don't think disagreeing is wrong. Let's take out you right. He he did I don't know if he said the word character, but he did say
He
certain
said
things.
Christian character. He said Christian character.
Oh, okay. So he did. He judged his
Hmm.
character. You're absolutely correct, right? So let's just throw that out. Let's deal with Dr. Rohan because he the one that gave the thesis statement and he broke a lot of things down. Because the first judge, it was two parts to it, right? It was he said what he said, then he said he had something to do. He left, and then he came back, and then he said whatever he said. I don't know if you edited that or whatever, but let's solely talk about Dr. Rohan. Let's talk about him. Let's not even talk about the first judge. Let's talk
What,
about Dr.
what,
Rohan.
what's dangerous to the conversation is the reason why Bishop Sinegal don't want him to come on because I talked to Rohan after the conversation, and
Did
y'all
I
have
talk to him? Did I talk to him? Right. So what you talked about couldn't be the reason I don't want to come on because I wasn't in the
well,
conversation.
I
He
did.
didn't disrespect Dr.
No,
Rohan. I
we
didn't
said
say that he. I didn't say that
what
he
I'm saying
whoever
is
this person is in the chat. Stop. I didn't
No,
say that. If you're
no,
gonna
no. I
listen,
don't,
then
Bree. I don't
listen.
think they were saying that you said that. I think they're saying when it
Oh
came to
no.
the judgments, he
Oh
didn't come against
no.
his judge.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Rohan, paraphrasing, said Dr. Davis, my client tonight, was not wrong in context.
Nobody said that. And I think in Pastor Samuel's recap, he said, okay, we can both see the spiritual here in this text, which is what Prophet Davis gave, and we can see the natural water baptism, which is what Bishop Senegal gave. He never said that Prophet Davis made, number one, he didn't say he made it up. Number two, he said there are other scholars who share his school of thought that this is connected to spirit baptism. What he said, as a matter of fact, the only point he made, as a matter of fact, was that we cannot say that one, i.e., spirit, replaced water. So nobody said that he said that.
And here's another thing, Rohan. The reason why he sided more with you is because he agreed with you.
Well, he was Prophet Davis's judge. I've never met
That,
him, and I'm
that
not. And
the man said. And,
okay, well, again, what
what he said was he's going to actually take another look at the text. We talking to him on the phone.
I y'all's personal conversation,
I
we ain't
understand.
a part of that.
I
We ain't
So
a
understand.
part of
I
that.
have a question. I have a question, Bishop. Outside of disrespect, because
Yes.
we've already proven that to be an invalid fact in our debate. Outside of
Who proved
that,
that?
give me another reason why you won't re-debate me.
Um, you and I could probably talk about that offline. I don't like the way certain things happen after either. So you and I can talk. I
I'm
don't want
talking
to bring.
about the debate.
Well,
I
we'll
can
talk
no,
about
but
it now.
no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to bring those details into this space. Um, but I don't like the way certain other things were handled after, and I just,
Yeah.
you and I know what those things are, and I don't want to be a part of that.
So let's bring up one thing. I think Bree wants to bring up because she feels disrespected by the water thing. Let's bring that up.
Wait,
Based
what?
upon the water baptism, you said you felt disrespected because Apostle Andre filled up the baptism, and based upon the ruling, I decided that I was not going to get baptized, and that bothered you because you came all the way to Orlando and you felt disrespected by that because you left your family. Let's talk about that.
I
If
also addressed him in that as well. So
Who, Tim?
that wasn't solely
No,
about
I'm saying
you.
we're going to bring
So
up
why?
that
Yeah,
point.
let's just talk about why you didn't get baptized. All that. I don't want to hear. Go
I
talk
didn't
about.
get baptized because, based upon everything we had talked about in this conversation, we did not follow all the rules. And so it was not fair
Now,
that
Jeremiah, what? Bring up specific rules that you're saying wasn't necessary follow, because the judgment, the judges, I don't think are necessarily tied to the overall rules.
I no, you know what? I agree with that. They're not tied to the overall rules. I'm talking about the agreement that we had that we were going to allow the judges to judge based upon the information and allow them to fact check. That was not followed. What was not
Who
also
says it wasn't? So let me make sure I get an understanding of what you thought was going to happen. They were going to take each statement and say we fact check this.
that,
Here, let me say this, Bishop Jeremiah. Say this. I won't say that they didn't follow the rules in that aspect. Here's what I'm gonna say. They followed it, but it was brief. I don't think the entire debate was line upon line. So at the end of it all, even though the judgment was brief, I still think you should have gotten the water.
and because it was breached is the reason I did not get into the water. I didn't have a problem getting into the water. I had a
He didn't say
problem with.
breached. He said brief. He said brief.
Brief.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
said breached. Now
I think
I
that
now
I think they judged briefly because of whatever the time that if y'all had to get out the building or however that went. Because to Bree's point, the one thing that goes against what you're saying is you did bring Rohan, and
correct.
the fact that he came up with his even if Bishop the older bishop that came on as Bishop Judge, even if he was biased towards Bishop, that's
Right.
still Bishop Judge.
Yeah.
The fact that Rohan was on Bishop's side and came to a conclusion that he believed that he won the debate, regardless of the shortness of what we thought that every point should have been judged. He came to a conclusion that you lost. Now, this is what I told you this personally or privately, that you should have went down in the water. And I think that you going down in the water would have been the setup for round two. I, I think so. Would agree.
Not,
Hmm?
I think honestly, I think we are taking this a little bit too light. Baptism is not, oh, if you do, like, that's not what this is. And somebody said it in the chat, even if he would have did it, maybe he doesn't believe
Well,
in it.
Bree, that's not fair then, because you saying that he should
I
got baptized
I
because
don't think I don't think this should have been something anyway. The whole time, and you can stop me if I'm wrong, Jeremiah. I kept saying I cannot believe we're here doing this.
No, she
I
did
cannot
keep saying
yeah,
believe.
that.
I think what
I
Bree's
kept
point,
saying it.
Tim, is that
Wait a minute.
what she
I
wanted to.
kept saying it. I kept saying, like, I cannot believe. Like, I'm trying to be a good group person, right? I kept saying it. I cannot believe we're here doing this. This makes no sense because at the end of the day, he does not agree with it, which is cool. And nobody is coming against for not agreeing with it. That's your own way. Like, that's cool. I kept saying, I don't this doesn't make any sense because he doesn't believe it. Jeremiah doesn't believe it. He teaches his church that I don't think it should have been I don't think it should have been agreed
Can I
upon. I
correct
don't
something just
think.
real quick? 30
Sure.
seconds, Bree. I just want to correct just one. I don't believe that water baptism is a necessity. If you do it, cool. And I've always said that from the beginning. If
Yeah,
you
and
do it, cool.
but you don't
That's all I want to
teach.
say.
Yeah, you don't teach that that's something that you have to do,
Yeah.
which is fine. And I think that is what should, I think it should have just been a conversation and not a debate. It shouldn't
Well,
have been
but,
I,
but here,
wait a minute. I think it should have been two people. Y'all could have argued all night long, but I don't think it should have been if I win, you're going under. I don't think it should have been that. I don't personally
here
think that.
here's why the debate was set up like that. Because Bishop was what was supposed to prove through the text
Right.
that to persuade Jeremiah that he's wrong. And if he was able to persuade Jeremiah that he was wrong, Jeremiah agreed, I will recant what I've taught concerning baptism, and I
But
will
it
be the
shouldn't. But
first.
it shouldn't have been a debate for an hour because that is. I don't know how long Jeremiah has been preaching. I don't know, but that is something that he believes. That's in his heart. He believes that. So an hour or 12 minutes here, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, that wouldn't have worked. That's what I'm saying. Like now we're here. Now we're here, and it's ridiculous.
So let me say this though. Again, no, I won't be doing a part two. But let me say this though. One of the things, and I wrote it on Facebook, that we got to do better at as a church, is sitting in the space of disagreement
Yeah.
on doctrinal matters without needing to condemn somebody to hell. When I went back and looked through some of the comments from the live, and saw again some of the things that were said towards Prophet Davis, and said towards him concerning, again, his stand with God, his relationship with God. We got to do better at that. Now, here's the thing that I also think is important, is that our personal relationships, are significant and important to me. And one of the things that I think that sometimes saints, members, people who are partners with men of God, with spiritual leaders, sometimes can conflate the relationship that leaders have to be their own relationship. I put up a post after the debate with a picture of Prophet Davis and Trump. And I was on the phone with a friend of mine, Dr. S. Janine Hyman. And she said, now, Bishop, she said, you won. Now, you won. She said, and she said some other stuff. She said, but don't put that up. She said, take that down. She said, because you will influence the people to come at him in that way. And when she said that, I said, you know what? What'd you say, Tim?
I was cool with that. I thought it was fun.
No, I told him. Didn't I tell you not to
I
do that?
said,
Didn't
I
I say don't?
said,
I said leave that man alone.
yeah, but I still did it. I'm saying after it was up, her point being that I would be influencing people who could not take it as lightly, Tim, as you or I would have. And again, some of Prophet Davis's members are in the chat. God bless you all. Love y'all alike. I did not want to influence people to to take that to another degree. Now, again, I thought it was funny. I feel what I feel, but I never want to influence folk to do that. So I took it down.
That narcissistic. That's crazy.
And did not leave it up. All right. Any questions? Anybody has any
Say
questions?
something to the comment section, people. I've been doing this so long, and one thing I know, when you're a builder and when you creative and you establish something, the comment section is not my church.
And you got to stay out of the comments.
Got to.
Not take it personal.
Yeah, I'm really not. It comes with the good and it comes with the bad. I don't never side with one, side with the other. When it comes to the comments, some of y'all need to take your two fingers because your pants is real tight and you need to go on stretch it out because you got wedges. Y'all say a whole lot of stuff about folk because you know what it is. Some of you guys, you turn into keyboard warriors. And some of what y'all say in that comment section, you would never say to these people in their face. It becomes too much. And so that's why I like to have fun with the stuff. Even if some of y'all say disrespectful stuff, it is what it is. It all comes with the territory. If we see it, we might crash out on you. But, 9 times out of 10, we just let it go. So
let me agree. I don't think the debate was disrespectful at all. Again,
No.
I don't think the debate was disrespectful at all. Even when the time was being violated, I was still having fun. I was laughing and joking, and it was funny to me. When I mentioned debate, it was disrespect. It was things that happened at the end of the night. And all right, so let's read some of the comments now. I would definitely say it into their face. I don't know, because you got a fake profile. Your picture ain't even on it, and your name ain't even on that. So,
but you know what I think too? I think. Wait a minute. Did Jeremiah get off?
I don't know if his phone died. I saw the thing started spinning, and then it said he was gone.
I really think, and if you wasn't there, then you really, I don't know if you would know, but he started looking. If you watch it, he started looking at the chat, and I think that is what that is what changed the energy in the room.
Oh yeah, that's
per se. Like if you wasn't there, yeah, it's on YouTube. If you wasn't there, you won't understand what I'm saying. But as soon, because they was killing him in the comments, and as soon as I see him like looking down, and it was over. Like the whole energy, it changed. And that's what, like you be saying, like stay at the comments. I don't be paying no attention. It's funny. Everybody knows that Bishop can be shady sometimes. Like I knew that there was shade going to be thrown. We knew this prior to the live even starting.
What you say, Tim?
It's necessary.
Yeah, it
adds
absolutely
it adds to the texture and to the tenor of the conversation. But let me also say this though, to any of the Teach Me people who were offended. Now, initially y'all weren't offended, right? Initially y'all weren't. But if you were offended, I apologize. I did not intend to offend you all. That was not my intent at all.
Don't apologize. Hold on. Hold your apology.
No, I didn't want to offend. I don't want to offend nobody.
Tell you why. I can explain. Let me tell you why. This is what they don't know about my brother Jeremiah and that Teach Me Academy. Jeremiah Davis, I love him, but he is the self-proclaimed LeBron of the Bible. The reason why he really got extremely offended because his folk never seen him lose a battle.
Tim, please.
Teach me. So I had to tell Jeremiah, teach me is teach me. The internet ain't teach me. So you can't.
Now let me co-sign something, no, Bree, to what Tim is saying, because he said he didn't get upset, but if y'all remember at the end when he was responding to the judge, he said, "No, it's rigged," and he looked at his people and said, "We ain't gonna fall for it," and had
he was
very
upset.
serious.
It was just so. Hold on. So we're going to keep the shade going. Yeah,
No,
What are you talking
about?
But hold on, wait, Tim, before you go back to it, let me separate
we went to the comments and we said we was gonna read some comments. Like everybody was throwing shade. Jeremiah threw some, you threw some. It was the energy in the room changed when he started to read the comments. Period. And the comments were disrespectful because I even was saying in the chat like relax, like y'all don't disrespect the man. Like it can be funny, but don't disrespect the man. But what I'm saying is like it's cool. Like nothing's wrong with shade, and they agreed that it was gonna be shady. Like they shady before it even started, and the people that were sitting there, they can even say they was throwing jabs at each other, going back and forth. It was what it
But it was,
was.
somebody said it was fun shade. It was nothing personal.
No,
Hey, Bree. Now, before
what?
Bree, I started out before the debate even started. And if anybody remember, I said this in the comment section that if Bishop Sinegal lose, this is before anybody said any type of foundation. I said if Bishop Sinegal lose this debate, this will be the first time in maybe 15, 20 years where I've seen him lose a debate, a discussion, an argument. Then I said it would be crazy to see Jeremiah lose a debate and get literally baptized live on Facebook. Because we're dealing with two individuals that have a extreme positive, not in a negative way, egos. They're absolutely astute in the word. I think they are both brilliant when it comes to the Bible. But that behind, when I've been on, let me say something to you, teach me folk. I didn't been on the Zooms. And the way he teach y'all is like he is the absolute GOAT. And to y'all, he may be wonderful. But you got some other folk like Bishop Sinegal, he's Michael Jordan. And he just
But not to be, but all I'm not being disrespectful at all. I knew that's why I kept saying, why are we doing this? Because I knew, and I don't know Jeremiah Davis. I don't know him at all. I met him on here, cool dude. I cool. I knew because the way that Bishop forms his words, forms his sentences, he's been like this for 50. I've known him for so long. Ever since I've known him, I know how he preaches. I know how he breaks down the word. I know how it goes. He can debate. I have heard him have conversations with the best of them. And it's no shade to Jeremiah. It's none. I promise you, it's not. I've seen him in I've seen him in the back rooms having these conversations. So I knew that the conversation was going to go the way that it did. I knew it.
yeah.
So that's why I was
And
against it because I'm like,
See,
this ain't gonna work.
I went against it, Bree, because I knew we had two warriors in the ring. Honestly, personally, I knew based off Senegal's experience, he had the advantage. And this is before he didn't
That's
he
what
didn't
I'm
even have to open the
saying.
Bible up. I just knew based off
and not only from that though, Tim, because I said this to Prophet Davis, based on the subject, I said, and we now this was a personal conversation we had. I said, now listen, you're coming against a sacred ordinance of the church that is trans-denominational. I said, so
that's right.
you are going to be the
That's right.
underdog in this.
And he
Right? I'll make
said,
that clear. Having
hey,
nothing to do with
Bishop,
me.
good point. I might be flipping sides now that he gone. I might be
You
flipping
you are
because,
such a flip flopper. You ain't
hey,
on nobody's
Bree,
side
you know why?
ever.
Because it's in the text chat between us that he said he loved being the underdog in
Being
this
the,
conversation. He
absolutely.
said
Dr.
he was
Dr. Samuels is on. He said, all in all, while the debate perhaps did not go as many expected, I appreciate this space engaging these theological discussions. And that is part of what my objection. Now, here's what would have happened for me. Had the judges said that based on what was presented, that he had won the debate, I was ready. Now, he wouldn't be calling me no son. But he said, he had sent a text and said, I think I need you in this part of my ministry. I said, okay, listen, I'll be strong with working with your administration, working with pastoral support, because for me, it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
That even if I don't agree, I could still yield to the judge's determination.
You
Dr.
would have
Samuels, we
had
got to
to.
connect. Yeah, we got
Dr.
to connect.
Samuels ain't no joke. Hey, he ain't no joke.
Oh yeah. Hey, and teach me did their job. They was
And he
supposed to
got tattoos. I really like him.
teach me
Who got
teach me
tattoos?
did their
Dr.
job.
Rohan.
They were supposed to disagree with everything you said, even if they agreed. They were supposed to be, and that's all a part of the funness of what was
Right.
supposed to.
Yeah, we got to be able to do serious stuff, but still be light and
Yeah,
have fun. And again, we want to create spaces where these theological discussions can happen. And for me, though, if we're going to take people's time, i.e., Dr. Samuels, Bishop Gayton, and they give a judgment, then let's show the people. And that's what I said. Then come on now, let's show the folks
hey,
how
yeah,
to
Bishop,
how to.
you gotta explain what you came in with the full bishopric outfit on. You was
And
Well, initially, Tim,
he had on red bottoms.
come on, Bree.
ah!
You got to say all that. Now, initially, Tim, initially I was coming in a baptism robe. I was
Ah!
coming.
He was. He was.
Initially, I
He
was coming. I said,
was.
but no, no. But for me, even that was intentional. That I was representing the tradition of the institution,
Hey,
and
when I see you came in with that on, I was like, "Dang, Jeremiah."
Hey, he we walked downstairs in the when I came downstairs
Woo!
first when he came off the elevator of the hotel. I looked. I said, "This man, you know what? He had on a ring." I
I,
said, "Hey man," I
listen,
said,
I
"This
would
is
come into play.
I
crazy."
agree.
I would come into play, especially with Tim doing all his mess talking on the internet. I said, oh, I'm getting ready to embarrass Tim too. This is over. But it was a good
It was
time
fun. It was
apart from all of
when
the other stuff.
and when I say, to be clear, when I say when we first started the live, I didn't have an attitude. I my At least stick your toe in the water because
Or have been
that is
willing to. Because again, I
or
said I
or
wouldn't have done it if he didn't agree.
or 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 would have been willing because, like I said, I'm a PK. My mom had a church. So I understand you're calling your people to come and video and make sure that the sound is right. You had this wonderful pastor, you know, willing to do whatever. And then to see when we're leaving to see the poor little man just letting all the water out. I'm like, I'll baptize me. Like
We were
I
trying to
just
find
felt
somebody to dip. I was like, hey, y'all been baptized? I'm
I
gonna get
did
somebody in
because
here.
no, but seriously, like that's what I mean by disrespectful. Like I respect people's churches. Like even when it was like, I need 30 more minutes, ask the judges. No, ask the man of God because it's a Saturday night. We got church in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I am. I play and I do whatever and I may whatever. But I don't play about stuff like that. That's what I mean about the whole disrespect piece. Like at least put your foot in it. At least like feel it, see if it's cold, like something.
Yeah, I was.
Like you should
I was.
just
I was upset he didn't go down.
just be you. He should have been willing. Okay, I don't. Or it could have been saying, okay, you know what? I lost. According to the judges, you won per se, right? You won per se. Cool. I don't believe in it. However, I'll let you baptize me. Then
Somebody asked why.
Bishop would have said, I'm not gonna do it if you don't believe it. And then
Right.
we could
So
went
at
that
least have been
route.
willing. You would have
Yeah,
yielded to the
like
judge's
the
judgment.
the whole
Somebody said, why
and I
was it
think
filled
the attitude
prematurely
changed.
anyway? Because it was a huge pool that it would have taken too long afterwards to fill it, and because I wasn't going to lose. But
Yeah,
wait,
like
let me not say that because I can't even play
Yeah,
football in their feelings.
but that is true. And I just said it, and and I think that's one of his members is no disrespect to your pastor at all. I knew that this was going to happen. That's why I was against it. Because I've known Bishop for years. I've seen him in this space. I knew that he was gonna put them words. Half of the stuff that he was saying, I didn't even understand because I knew he was putting the words together. Like for real. Like I'm not trying to be funny. Like I've seen him do this, so that's why. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I knew I knew it was gonna go that way. That's why it should have just been a conversation.
Yeah.
well, but here's the thing.
So now, Tim, what I would be open to is if we want to have a phone conversation and discuss this stuff, fine. But to do it in that way again, I don't think. And now this is no shade. I think part of Prophet Davis's assignment, and Tim, you're gonna say I'm being spiritual, or Dr. Phil right here. Part of his assignment to the church is to disrupt some of the sacred cows of the institution. And I don't know that that's the best framework for him to work within. I think it feels too restrictive for him, which is why the Times idea, 8 minutes,
Yeah,
oh, that away.
I agree. That's not bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not.
yeah. So
I would definitely agree. And here's the thing, to leave the conversation on a good note. I think because most people in the comment section probably didn't even hear either side. They were just waiting to see who won or lost.
right.
And I think some of you guys, so the debate don't go to waste, I think a lot of good stuff was said
Definitely.
that night from both.
Definitely, because here's the deal: those of y'all who are in the comments that saying, acting like he's just dumb or stupid or ignorant, unlearned,
Nah.
you can't put that on him either. Again, I don't agree with his position, but you can absolutely tell that he has studied his position, he has worked through it, and he had some scriptural support for his position, regardless of whether or not I agree with it or whether or
That's
not I
why
agree
I
with the
said
application.
that's why I said even an hour. It shouldn't have been an hour, one, and it shouldn't have been a debate because he is very knowledgeable in his stance, and it's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool, but baptism, that's a totally different type of stance. Like that's a totally different type of stance. That is totally no. Not saying that he's not educated in it. However, that's his stance, and it's cool.
And then let me say, well, if you're not following us on YouTube, go subscribe to the YouTube. The video is on there. The live is on the YouTube. If you missed it, it's also on my Facebook page. The Green Room Facebook page won't let us go live yet because it's a new page. I didn't know these social media platforms had these probationary periods
I
before you
think
can
that
go.
just started because when we first started getting on social media, it
Yeah.
wasn't like that.
No, we
They
gotta.
didn't have these restrictions.
It's like street cred. We gotta build who we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it is on YouTube and it's on my Facebook page. And again, barring all of this stuff tonight, the actual event.
hey, Bishop, tell Bree when we try to go live on TikTok. No, sir.
No, like
Bree,
I can't bring guests on. So Bree, what
I
happens
know
now,
it
Tim?
don't
When I go
work.
on, Bree gets on, and she be my amen corner tapping the likes because when somebody's there hitting like, it adds other people onto the thing.
What was we was up a lot the other day. I was
Right.
just happy. Just happy.
Yeah. So, but we will have other debates though, and because let me tell you, I think we were on to something. I like the whole look. I like the structure.
It
I
was
would do.
good.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was good.
Yeah, it was good. Will the Green Room travel to do live shows? If y'all will show up, now you know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll put in our
No, if the third person of the green room shows up, he was driving distance away and he didn't come.
if in the channel. In the channel, what we will do is maybe put something
Look how he looking.
to see how where the majority of some of our followers are, and we can find an area. Even if we had just like 10, 15, 20 people that are getting into a room, we can do some live shows. That would
Yeah,
be good.
I don't
Can you
gotta be
do?
big. Do something small.
Yeah. Can you do a debate on tithes and offering? I would do that. I would
But
do
who
that.
are you going to
That's the
debate on tithe and offering?
question. That's the
And
question.
what is the debate? Do you have to or do you not?
Yeah. Is it a command in the New Testament? Or
I think we can tithe in other places.
well, you ain't got no Bible to support that though, Bree. You ain't got no Bible to
hey,
support.
tithing is actually a big one though.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll come if y'all have it. So maybe we'll plan something and we
Come to
could do an
Cali.
official. Now we having a little behind the scenes. We having a green room conversation right now. We can have an official like public launch thing. And then plan something in person, give folk advance notice. But y'all got to come Because let me tell you, y'all got to support, because y'all sure didn't support and give nothing on that debate that night. Y'all sure did not do nothing with that. I think somebody gave $10. The Lord, thank you, that person that gave $10. But for the rest of you, 16,000 people that watched, you old thieves, you come and eat for free and don't leave nothing on the table. Dr. Samuels, I'm going to inbox you after. We gotta connect and
Dr. Samuels will eat you up though.
and
I think you would reach a match.
and get him in. Well, I'm not gonna let y'all pit me against the man of God. I'm not gonna let y'all pit me
That's your match. Because that
against
man of God.
brilliant. I said,
Hey,
okay.
money on Rohan against Sinegal.
But what is the debate
Well,
though?
I don't even know the man of God's
Well,
position. He's
Because
a
Dr.
brilliant guy.
Rohan,
here's the thing.
Dr. Rohan
I would
has
debate Geno
tattoos. So
Jennings, but I will not debate Geno Jennings at his church. Ain't no way I would come into his environment where he got
which
his
one is Geno
amen
Jennings? Which
that's
one
sending
is
everybody
that?
to hell. Am I right? I say.
Oh,
Everybody.
I like him. He's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So.
you and Rohan, I've been knowing Rohan about 5 years now.
Mhm.
Y'all pretty much agree. Rohan is apostolic.
So I really thought by a couple of statements he made in his assessment, I thought he actually agreed with Davis's position because he said I did not judge based on my own position. He said I just had to judge based on what was presented in the debate. So when he said that, I thought he was saying that he really agrees and believes as a Davis did. But so yeah, we're definitely. I'm gonna reach out to him and get someone Baptist in there. Well, we need to get somebody Baptist that's been baptized in the Holy Ghost. Glory to God. All right, y'all. If you're not following the Green Room page, please follow the page. If you want to get text notification, you know what, y'all? I forgot we were supposed to send the text notification out to our inside access folks. And I forgot to do that. We got to get Monty debriefed so she can be doing that. You can text TGRLive to 54244. You can text TGRLive to 54244. And
Hey, let me tell anybody else that wanted to debate Prophet David. Let me tell you, you probably gonna lose because he's about to go on a Bible rampage now. He ain't, hey, it's like I never forget when Muhammad Ali fought. What's that big guy? And he kept rope a dope. What was his name? It was Ali versus.
I don't
Oh,
know.
remember he?
I just got into boxing a year ago, Tim, so I
Hold
don't
on,
know.
hold on. This is perfect analogy. He became a preacher. George Foreman.
Okay.
So George Foreman beat. Ali beat George Foreman. George Foreman was that big guy. Everybody was afraid of, and he strategically beat him. He stood on the ropes, and he waited until the end until that man tired him out and knocked him out. After that fight, man, George Foreman fought 5 guys in one night. He just went crazy
Right.
and started.
That's about to be him. That's about to be him. Like, y'all ain't gonna think I'm no theological chump.
He's
If
about to go
Then,
you would like to volunteer to be a
Denny,
part of our team, send us a DM. I saw Jamaica Addy said, "Let me be public relations." Send us a DM because we do need some folks on the team to help us managing some of the stuff that we got. All right, going on. Prophet David said, "Bishop won the debate, but with me, it'll never happen again. We had fun through the
Oh, he went
confusion." All right, y'all. Love y'all to life. Follow the page. Subscribe to YouTube. Text TGRLive to 54244, and I will never have a discussion with Damon Richardson. The Lord bless y'all. Bye-bye.